Hey Gemini, this is Love and Elevation coming to you with your August general reading. This is, like I said, a general reading, and it may or may not apply. Check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, whatever sign that you're drawn to get the most clear picture of the answers that you're seeking, or for the confirmation that you may be wanting at this time. If my readings don't resonate with you, then feel free to check other YouTube readers or cross reference to see, we're saying some of the same things, or just whatever, just so you get a clear picture. Like I said, I hope you enjoy, and this is for August. I'm gonna do start off with a 3-card spread. It's called a Yoni spread, and it's from the Mythical Goddess Tarot, and I'm gonna get clarification cards from other decks if I need to. So, Gemini for the month of August. Moon just dropped down. Manifestation. And Fool popped out. Maybe taking a new journey, starting something new. Let's get started. So the bottom of the deck is confusion, 8 of Wands, confusion, and that is actually Gemini energy. Gemini, and is that Jupiter? Curious to see what that symbol is. Yep, Gemini and Jupiter. I forget what Jupiter energy is about. But with confusion being the overall energy, I did see, like I said, I did see the Fool pop out. So maybe you're starting a new journey, or beginning a new journey, or starting afresh, leaving something behind. I see manifestation pop out. So maybe trying to manifest something new. And then there's a little bit of confusion, maybe about how to go about manifesting your desires, or maybe confusion about what choice to make, or just some overall cloudiness or fogginess in your energy. So the situation as it is, or as it exists beyond appearances, is the 4 of Fire, completion. So there may have been a cycle that just completed, and you were able to purge out things and cleanse yourself of unwanted energy and things that no longer served you, especially after having this eclipse. Maybe you have done a lot of work on yourselves, and you have came to a completion, especially with that Fool card coming out. It's like you completed something, and now you're beginning something new, and you're manifesting something new. So that's how the energy is right now. And then the next course of action is the Crone of Fire, transmutation. So Spirit is asking you to continue to transmute whatever energies no longer serve you, and become like the phoenix, rising through the ashes. So rising above whatever circumstances no longer serve you, whatever ties, binds, associations, or lower energies, negative thoughts, whatever no longer serves you, rise through the ashes, rise above the ashes and the flames, and allow God and the Creator and Source to transmute that energy into and to purify you, purify those confusing thoughts. And then the outcome is 3 of C's, compassion. And so the dragons are swirling around that pearl of desire, and is asking you to just be compassionate with yourself, be gentle on yourself, and be gentle on others. So whatever you've gone through that no longer serves you, or whoever's treated you in a way that you didn't deserve to be treated, have compassion on them, and have compassion on yourself for going through things, and or for maybe not being exactly where you want to be at this time in your life. Have compassion for yourself and allow yourself to be still and to manifest what it is that you truly want to manifest, and manifest from a higher vibration of compassion and understanding, so that you may be clear about what it is that you're wanting. So I'm going to clarify completion to see if I can get any more insight of what it is that you possibly have completed, or you're being asked to complete. We got appreciation. That's the number 15. So it's 6. And 6 generally talks about like home and family. So with it being appreciation, maybe you found that appreciation and that compassion from, deep down inside, from maybe old wounds or childhood wounds, or maybe family relationships or family dynamic. You were able to find that compassionate understanding deep within you, and even if it was releasing the energy or releasing the relationship or whatever, you're able to find compassion within you in order to bring that understanding and bring that appreciation that you need in order to complete that cycle and to move on. So it doesn't necessarily always mean that we mended the relationship and we're still in it, or we're still around the family members, or whatever the situation may be. We could actually have walked away or created a little bit of a distance or whatever, but found that compassion and to forgive others, and found that compassion and that understanding to be able to find that appreciation within us for for the lessons that it taught us, and for the wisdom and the knowledge that we learned for that thing on our journey, and thanking it or thanking them for what it brought to us at that time, and you've learned to transmute that. And so I'm gonna pick another card for oh whoa, Tony Darling, this is way too many. Well, maybe I'll just take them just to get an idea. So I see indecision. So maybe there was, since that confusion card is here, maybe you were indecisive about a decision at a point in time. And there's a woman holding a coin, a woman holding her heart. So I don't know if you had two different, you're choosing between two different people. A woman holding her coin could be a earth sign, and a woman holding her heart could be a water sign, and or it could just be choosing between love and money. What do you want to focus on? So here's a woman holding a coin. Here's a woman holding her heart. Then the adjacent possibilities came up. So the possibilities are endless, of what you could have been choosing from or conflicted about. Then there was hostilities around the situation. So maybe you were trying to choose between what made you happy, and then the sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron came up. So you were using your spiritual insight and your intuition and your third eye to see clearly what was going on, and maybe you were releasing the attachments to a situation or to a person, releasing those attachments. And someone was possibly wearing a false mask. It could have been you, or it could have been a different person wearing a false mask and not being true to who they were, or true to what they want, or true to what they knew was best for them. And somebody was envious. This talks about a woman holding a plate of pearls and looking out into this golden city, and she was so envious about getting to this place to where she was causing hurt and harm and distress on herself. You see the way her dress looks. It talks about creating, basically worrying so much to the point of where you're causing illness and stuff within yourself because a person is so envious of someone else's lifestyle, or envious of where they are. And it could have been someone that's envious of you and what you have, and so you choose to separate yourself from that energy and possibly walk away. Whatever the situation may be, you chose to walk away and transmute that energy, create some distance, and find compassion for yourself and for the person, and understanding and appreciate yourself more. Maybe your appreciation, it could have been you with that energy, and you have to begin to appreciate yourself and your journey and where you're at, and not try to look out to somewhere else, being envious of something else or somebody else's life, because all the glitters isn't gold, or it could be gold though. And so you began to rest and rejuvenate and become centered again and get back in touch with yourself, and that's why you were able to bring the completion and transmute that energy and come out of this confusion and begin to appreciate what you have. And up underneath that confusion, you have Six of Earth, success. So coming out of that lower energy, it brought you, and then up underneath that, it brought you success. I'll finish that. And then underneath that is Crone Earth, ascension. So you were able to ascend from that lower energy, and I see pleasure up underneath that. So you've been doing some good work, Gemini, transmuting that lower energy. And so whatever envy and jealousy was around you, whether it be you being envious of another situation or someone being envious of you, whatever that energy was, the confusing, negative, lower energy, whatever it was, you are learning to transmute that energy and rise above it and rise to a higher vibration. So I'm going to choose a couple cards from the Power of Love activation cards, and to see if there's any qualities or this, in the first card that came out is self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. So it could have been you, Gemini, that was envious of another situation, or hoping that you were somewhere that that you're not, or wanting something that you probably is not for your highest good right now. So, and it doesn't mean that you can't have it later on, but maybe you're just not ready for it, because once we're really ready for something, like Abraham Hicks said, get ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. It's like once you're ready, then as the law of attraction says, you can't help but to receive that thing. But we have to love ourselves first in order to manifest or be drawn to or attracted to the other thing that we want. We have to love ourselves before we can love another. So maybe it was love that you were attracting, or that you were trying to attract, in a relationship that you were trying to get, and maybe you had to choose between two people, or you seen somebody else juggling between two people and you thought you could do the same thing, or or you want the love and the money and everything right now, and God or Spirit is telling you to pace yourself. You have what you need right now, and you got to do a little bit more work and a little bit more rest and rejuvenation, and you'll get what you are seeking. You'll have those things, but in due time, in the perfect timing. And then again, another card for compassion. You had compassion already, and so compassion comes out again. It says you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So there goes compassion again, and then gratitude. And you already had appreciation, appreciate, appreciation. Lord have mercy. So gratitude says you fully appreciate you fully appreciate the invaluable lessons that life lovingly presents to you. So being grateful. So that goes a long way. Practicing gratitude. So maybe you can begin writing down things that you're grateful for and things that you appreciate and just feeling the feeling of. I heard someone say that they don't get out of, it was a recording or something, a lecture I was listening to. And the person was saying that they didn't get out of bed until they began to feel the feeling of gratitude until it made them cry or shed a tear or something. And I thought that was a bit much, but why not? Like, I haven't tried it to that magnitude yet or whatever, but, why not? You're supposed to start your day off with, good positive thoughts and get it flowing, and you set the tone for your day. Don't allow somebody else to start your day with negativity or checking the phone first when you first wake up or hopping out of bed and turning the news on or whatever. I mean, it's up to you what you choose to do, whatever. But why not choose to set your day, set the tone for your day to be at the highest vibration of love and gratitude and appreciation, and begin to manifest from that kind of a place and set the tone for the day of how you want it to be, and then you begin to manifest beyond just that day more of the things of what you want, and so things can begin to be how you want them to be in your life. So beginning to manifest more love and abundance and sharing that and also receiving that. Sharing money and also receiving that. It's the give and take. So appreciate where you are, Gemini, and also be grateful for where you're going. So love and elevation to you. Blessings to you. Take care.